Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain you about employability skills. It is a part of your curriculum and it carries 10 marks. It is purely a theory-based chapter. Before going ahead, I would like to tell you, why do you study employability skills? It will help you to attain technical skills and apply those skills when you take up some job in future. It will help you to achieve your goals efficiently and would add benefits to your organization. Today, I'm going to start with Unit 1, Communication Skills. First of all, we need to know what is communication. Communication has been derived from the Latin word communicare, which means to share. We are doing communication on day-to-day basis. When we are talking among each other, we are doing nothing but communicating. We have to be clear and concise in our communication. It is a key factor to have effective communication. So we can define communication as the process of sending and receiving information among people. As in this diagram, you can clearly see there are two people involved. One is the sender and other is the receiver. Sender is the person who is transmitting the information through one medium or another. Here, medium means the language which the sender would be using to communicate his ideas. Second person is the receiver, who is the recipient of the information. After receiving the information, the receiver would send a response to the sender. This response is called feedback, and feedback helps in completing the communication cycle. We will come to these terms one by one in the following slides. Again, from this diagram, communication process has been made more clear. Here, many terms have been used like encode, decode, barriers, channel. So encode means when the sender would be transmitting information, he would be converting into understandable form, and when it will be received at the receiver end, it will be decoded. Here, channel refers to medium or the language which the sender would be using in transmitting the information to the receiver. One more term has been added, barriers. Barriers, they will be the hindrance that will affect the communication process. Barriers can be natural barriers, they can be linguistic barrier, they can be physical barriers, etc. Then we will learn about communication cycle. Communication means exchanging of information through speaking, signaling, or writing. It means we can communicate either with the help of spoken words, or with the help of gestures, or with the help of written words. Again, this process involves the following elements: sender, message, transmission, receiver, feedback. And all these terms have been cleared in the previous slides. We will see here types of communication. They have been broadly categorized into two parts: verbal and non-verbal communication. Verbal communication is the process that will involve use of spoken words, whereas non-verbal will not involve any spoken words. It will involve gestures or facial expression. Verbal is further categorized into three parts: written communication, oral, and visual communication. We will come to all these categories in the coming slides. First of all, let us learn what is verbal communication. We can define verbal communication as a process that will involve interaction or communication with the help of spoken words. It means, for example, when two people are speaking among each other, either on telephone or they are doing face-to-face conversation, or one-to-one meeting is going on in the office, these all are examples of verbal communication. Now, what is oral communication? We can define oral communication as a process in which face-to-face conversations are going on, or group discussions, or telephone calls are being made, in which spoken words are used to express the meaning. In all these examples, these four outcomes are reflected: immediate feedback, personal touch, group communication, and secrecy. When two people are having face-to-face conversation, definitely feedback is reflected then and there only. And the people who are communicating are experiencing a personal touch. When I'm saying group communication, in this process, each and every member participating in group communication will have the chance to express his or her views and ideas, and definitely a conclusion can be drawn. And even the secrecy is maintained as the conversation is taking place among two people only. So secrecy is maintained then and there among those two persons. Moving ahead, coming over to written communication. As I have told you, written communication is a process in which the message is being conveyed or reflected through the written symbols. For example, a manager is writing an appreciation email for his team members. So it's a form of written communication. Or the reports are being generated, or memo is being issued, or if you are writing your diary writing, notice writing, postcard writing, these all are forms of written communication. It will involve use of language, written language. No spoken word is involved. Then comes your visual communication. Now, this is the best example when I am presenting a topic through visual means. Here I am presenting this topic, employability skills, with the help of PowerPoint slides. So this is the best example of visual communication. When the teacher is giving lecture in the class, either with the help of posters, or she's making use of graphs or some slides on the smart board, these all techniques will comprise visual communication. And when the ideas are being transmitted through visual communication, they are being reflected, they are being transmitted in a best manner, and they are understandable to the target audience. Then from this example, it's more clear. Here the manager is giving a presentation with the help of smart board. He's making use of pie chart. So making use of charts, graph, video, and television, they all comprise visual communication. In the coming slide, you must have come across some symbols: MACD's logo, stop, play icon, setting, symbol of water. So in all these symbols, the message or the idea being reflected is more clear just by looking at these pictures, like recycle or say stop, and so on. So these all are examples of visual communication. Here, ideas are being reflected visually. Then in the coming slide, I would be talking about non-verbal communication. Thank you.